Alright, welcome. Today we're playing 4-color Song of Creation combo. This is a pretty new deck, let's break it down. First column is Song of Creation. It's a 4-mana enchantment from Ikoria that says you can play an additional land, and whenever you cast a spell, you draw 2 cards, at end of turn you discard your hand. We try to break this card. We have 3 in the main deck and 1 in the sideboard. The reason for the 1 on the sideboard is we are also playing for Glittering Wish, which tutors up a card from our sideboard, which is multicolor, and Song of Creation is multicolor. And as soon as you cast Song of Creation, you try to cast as many spells as possible, generate a large storm count, and then kill the opponent with a big Grapeshot. And if you can't kill the opponent with a big Grapeshot, you can still Glittering Wish for a kill con, which is Master the Way in our case, which says draw a card and shoot damage for every card in your hand. So you cast a lot of zeros, and that's this column, right? We have 4 Mishra's Bauble, 2 Engined Explosive, 1 Everflowing Chalice, and 2 Gutshot. Gutshot costs 1 mana, but you always pay 2 mana to cast it. Gutshot is there for mostly Ragavan. Then we have 2 EEs, which are pretty good in general and good against Rhinos especially. 4 Mishra's Bauble is like the best zero drop in the format, and 1 Everflowing Chalice. It just says if you cast it on turn 2, you can cast the Song of Creation on turn 3, so nice to have one and maybe luck out. Then we have more zeros in the deck, but another column. That's for Pact of Negation. When you cast your, for example, in your combo turn Song of Creation, you can cast Engined Explosives, draw your 2 cards, hold priority, and then cast the Pact of Negation if you don't have to use it as a protection spell to counter your own Engined Explosives and draw 2 cards. Then we have 2 Veil of Summer as our counter, and this card Proofing. It's a pretty good card, and if you draw a lot of cards, if you don't use it, you don't use it. It doesn't really matter. Then we have the cards that cost 1 mana and generate 1 mana, which basically mean they're mana neutral. We have 3 Utopia Sprawl. If you have an untapped forest and a green mana, in addition to the untapped forest, you can use the mana to enchant your forest and tap the forest to generate 2 mana, which is basically plus minus 0 mana. Racket Ridge costs 1 mana, produces a treasure, so it's mana neutral, and 1 Wild Cantor, like the base, basically the same thing as Racket Ridge. Then the most important card of the deck, which makes the deck, in my opinion, even playable, and that's an offer you can't refuse. You can counter a non-creature spell, and that means also your own spell, to generate 2 treasure tokens. So to cast, for example, a Mishra's Bauble, hold priority, tap a blue, or generate a blue, and cast an offer you can't refuse, and generate 2 treasure tokens. In that case, you exchange 1 blue mana and 2 cards for 2 treasure tokens, and that's the most important card. And you want to generate as much treasure as possible. And for that, we draw a whole deck, cast all the zeros. Now we need endurance targeting ourselves. We have a lot of green cards in the deck, Song of Creation and Glittering Wish are, as soon as the combo rolls off, pretty dead cards, but you can pitch them to the endurance, shuffle in all your zeros, and most importantly, an offer you can't refuse, into your deck, and just go through your deck a bunch of times. To help that, we are also playing for Summoner's Pact, which can get Wild Cantor, which means if you have the song out and the mana, Summoner's Pact will draw you 4 cards effectively. And that way you loop your entire deck and just kill the opponent with a Grapeshot. Alright, the sideboard. So as mentioned, we have Glittering Wish, so we have 8 cards to get with it. 1 Song of Creation, 8th combo piece, 1 Firespout against a lot of creatures. Omnath if you have to grind. Master the Way is just to kill the opponent with a Glittering Wish if you have to board out the Grapeshot or it gets exiled somehow. Wear Term against stuff like Leyline of the Void, Leyline of Sanctity, or Relics. Teferi is our counter protection. It also gets rid of Leylines. Wild Cantor if you have a lot of mana but can't filter the right one out. And Guttural Response is our Veil of Summer that can be Glittering Wish for. Then the other 7 cards in the sideboard are the Veil of Summer Brain Form, the Snapback, which says you can pitch a blue card to bounce a creature. If you expect problematic creatures, you board it in. The same is true for 1 Lightning Bolt. You don't want 2 Snapbacks, you don't want 2 Lightning Bolts, so we have a split there. 1 Mind Collapse. It's mostly for a Narset. If you expect Narset, you bring this in. The same is true for Lightning Bolt. Mostly Narset goes down to 3 to find something, and then you can bolt it anyway. And then 2 Nature's Claim. Against decks that don't play this card and don't play counter spells, you pretty much always bring that in. Yeah, we have 19 lands. We even have space for a Boseiju for problematic stuff. Yeah, that's the deck. Let's play some matches. Alright, we're gonna draw, and we can Strike Rich turn 1, Glittering Wish turn 2, or the song. Yeah, let's keep. Strike Rich turn 1, yeah. 9 Stone, yeah. As long as they don't have a Khan, we should be fine. Oh wait. White, green. Song. can even counter. We can even counter a Khan if we have to. Yeah. So let's. I think we'll just flashback the Striker Twitch. Yeah, we just lose a lot of life. That's fine. Alright, let's go. So we need a blue source. We have that with the treasure. Blue, white, red. Play the song. Then we cast Gutshot, targeting them. Alright. Then we can hold priority, cast Pact of Negation, then pack the Pact. Alright. Then we will cast Summon's Pact on the second Endurance so we can get Wild Cantor. Cast the Wild Cantor. I don't want to pact the Wild Cantor, so let's resolve it. Then we can sacrifice it to cast a Sacred Foundry. We can counter the Mishra's Bauble though. Or cancel that. Draw 2. Now we found an offer we can't refuse, so we cast that to generate mana. We should always keep the eye on our cards in the library. We don't mill ourselves. Yeah. Okay, now we can cast Endurance, pitch Song of Creation. Draw 2 again. And the one thing you have to keep in mind is put the evoke trigger on top right, endurance target yourself, and then the evoke resolves first. The opponent saw the line and just scooped up. Alright, now sideboarding. This is our kill con. We could even board this in. We want this in the sideboard. We want the Mine Collapse to kill Khan. I don't think we need these cards. The Bit of Summer could be good against this card. Maybe even the one Lightning Bolt against the 3-2 Shadow. I think that's too much. Let's see what we can cut. So we can cut Pact of Negation, a couple of them. I'm not even sure if I want to cut all of the pacts, or if I want all of the Veil of Summer. I don't think I want that much Veil of Summer. I think these two plus Omnath could be good enough. And let's cut one Gutshot. Alright, we have an offer, we have a song. We don't have that much mana, but just have to top deck. Thoughts, is that fine? Maybe we should have cut all of the pacts, thinking about it. If I don't do anything crazy, we will cast Summoner's Pact and counter it to get to a treasure token. Cast Omnath the following turn. Sure. And that's heavy. Let's get I think the red source, right? White, green. Let's look at our top card. We don't want the Gutshot. Maybe we could have fetched in their upkeep because we don't really need the 4 mana right now. I think that would have been correct. They found a blast zone, jeez. So I don't know what that is. Oh boy. They hit a one-off lightning bolt. Jeez. Right. Yeah, not cracking the fetch land would have been so much better. Let's gain 4 life and pass the turn. Okay, it looks like they have enough for despair. Let's say red and 1, 2, say green. We are one shot, right? Yeah. But we could get the Wild Cantor rather than Endurance. So Storm Contest 1, Storm Contest 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Maybe it's worth it. Crawling Barrens. Second for mana is stupid. Because it just gives them one more card, right? Yeah. Now we have to pay 4. Alright. Did I get to do it all? Oh, it's bad. Should have played the land. So we get 5 more turns, 4 more turns. With the Crawling Barrens even less. Yeah, let's just pass it on. 8 mana, 14. 2 more. Alright, let's cast a Summoner's Pact. Get Endurance and Endurance myself. We didn't see any Graveyard Hate, right? No relics, no ley lines. Sundering Titan. We have enough mana? Okay, I think now we can scoop the Sundering Titan into our pact. Okay, let's bot out the pacts and bring in all the Veil of Summer. And that's basically it. I'll keep a turn 1 Veil of Summer. I don't know if Forest Go gives it away too much, but it gives it less away than Temple Garden Go. Pretty good draw. Oh, that's good. Alright, no, we shouldn't have fetched, right? We don't need to. That's fine. White, red. Yeah, we'll go off this one. Still no red mana. Do we have the endurance right now? I think we do. Okay, that's the red mana. Let's get the Sacred Foundry. Cast a Strike at Twitch. Yeah, I think we should be fine now. Cast a second Strike at Twitch. And I think that's just the third one. And the fourth one. Oh, okay, so now we have to actually cast Endurance. Okay, now we can summon this Pact. And cast the Offer on Summoner's Pact. Right. Then we can Summoner's Pact again. And offer it again. And we could even Veil of Summer to keep the Summoner's Pact, but I think maybe it's worth it. Nah, it's fine, it's fine. Any more instants? Nope. Alright, then we can Mishra's Bauble. The Chalice for 0. Now we have another Pact. Let's Bauble them. Mishra's Bauble. Cast the Summoner's Pact. Let's get the Endurance, and Storm count is 20, we don't have to do much more. And just cast Grapeshot targeting them. That's nice. Got there against the Thoughtseize stack. Alright, we're in a draw and the sand doesn't look that great. Okay, this looks much better. Turn 1 we strike at Ridge. Turn 2 we don't do anything. I think we can just bottom a land. Maybe strike at Ridge. Maybe even the Summoner's Pact. Yeah, let's bottom a Summoner's Pact. Tomorrow. Looks like we're playing against Valakut. Cast a strike at Ridge and pass the turn. This comes off next turn. Can it kill us turn 3? Maybe. I think that's a good start to kill on turn 3. But no land. Oh. Alright, so let's see if we draw spell. I think we'll just say play the Temple Garden and don't cast a strike at Ridge. Do we need mana or do we need spells next turn? I think we need spells. We should have enough mana. It resolves. They didn't have a turn 2, a third land drop on turn 2. Could be they don't have another one this turn. But they play like 27 lands, so it would really surprise me. Yeah, there's it. They now have 6 lands. They should be able to kill us next turn. If they have everything, yeah. It's blue. Cast the... That's rough. Alright. Cast the Mishra's Bauble. That's at least mana neutral, right? Ugh. It's annoying. Let's say blue. Yeah, we don't have any land drops here. Right. Let's bobble them and pass the turn and see if we can survive. But I really doubt it. We drew a Pact of Negation, which is pretty nice, I think. So we know they have a Search for Tomorrow in hand, and if they have any big spells, we can counter it with a Pact and still pay for it. And start the turn with 3 cards on our hand. I think that was the best draw in our deck. Alright, they start all with the Explore, that's good. They will probably wish for a Nature's Claim, which we will counter. And the last card is the Search for Tomorrow, which we know about. Alright, so we can pay with the Gemstone Mine and the Utopia Sprawl on blue. Alright, let's cast the Mishra's Bauble and hold priority. That's fine. Let's get Brain Pool. Alright, now do we pack this? Because if we pack this, I think we do. They have a Valakut on top, but they will fetch anyway, so we don't know. Yeah, I think it's time. We can bubble them and Gutshot them. Gutshot the last forest. Then cast Utopia Sprawl on blue. Right. Then we can Endurance pitching Song of Creation. Oh wow, then we have to I think Endurance again. Jeez. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. Cast this for 0, hold priority. Then we can cast Offer, we can't refuse. Cast Summoner's Pact. I think we'll pack this. Offer, we can't refuse on the Pact of Negation. Right, then let the Summoner's Pact resolve. Wild Cantor. Get the second endurance. Out of plus endurance and then get the second endurance. Right. They're at 14. Do we have the yeah, we already have the Grapeshot. Okay, let's Grapeshot them. So I'm playing against green-red Valakut. What kind of hate cards do they have? Not much, right? I want this in the sideboard, I want this in the sideboard. I don't really need this. Maybe we need Wetter. So they probably have Graveyard Hate and they have Graveyard Hate. So let's bring in 2 Nature's Claim. Follow 2 Head of Summer. I think that's it. Yeah. Alright, so this hand doesn't really do anything. This hand is also not that great. Alright, we will keep this. Bottom Endurance and... So we'll bottom Endurance, that's for sure. I think the Gutshot. Please don't play Chalice on 0. Alright. Just another size for tomorrow. And Pastor. But I didn't do anything, huh? We just need the lands. Yeah. It's a mountain. That's a land. Right? So opponent will have 4 lands next turn. We could even try not to go down to 18 or less. Just not to die to a Scapeshift on 7. That doesn't sound half bad. Alright, they'll just pass with the Valakut up. Let's get a Sacred Foundry. That's a good draw. Now hope we can win next turn. Mine. We could... We didn't see a Secret Trap Elderite. And we didn't see any Dryad of Illusion Grove, so they could be on Creativity plan. I don't really doubt it. With Wish. Alright, just passing the turn. We could, so what's the... What are we playing? What are we playing against? They could have... Nature's Claim, right? Way they played. Let's see if they have a Nature's Claim. Okay, now we can throw away one of the pacts. Yeah, sure. We do have the Stomping Ground in deck, yeah. Let's cast Summoner's Pact. A Wild Cantor. And cast Summoner's Pact for the Endurance. We didn't draw it. So we can cast the Wild Cantor. Cast the Gutshot on the Dwarven token. Gutshot them. Alright, then we can cast the Bauble. Draw 2. Sacrifice for blue. Offer we can't refuse. Then cast a Chalice for 0. Priority. And do the same. The endurance targeting ourselves. Cast a Summoner's Pact. Get the endurance. And let's see. Cast Wreckage. It's on a stack still. The Wild Cantor. Yeah, we just shoot them down with the Grapeshot here. Stock card is 19, they're at 16. Alright, GG's. Alright, we played a few matches with the deck. What's the verdict? Alright, this deck was pretty good, alright. We had 7 kill cards. This deck felt pretty much like KCI during its heyday. And I really like it. I wouldn't change anything. Currently, we have a good, I think a pretty good counterspell matchup in Pact of Negation and Whale of Summer in the main deck. And also an offer you can refuse you, so you have 10 anti-counterspell cards, which are pretty good during the combo turn, which KCI did always. The sideboard was nice. I don't know if the Mind Collapse is good enough, but it's basically free, so you can play it. Definitely recommend this deck, at least for FNM, and maybe even bigger tournaments. That's it from me for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.